everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mr. Guy on Board Game Geek, bringing you our next episode of Massive Darkness, where we are playing the lovely Lightbringer ladies, and we're going to get started. I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time. I did want to point out one thing that I did. Last turn, it ended up fine because she could have done it anyway, but last turn I was trying to move miniatures around. I pushed her back there to move something else and forgot that she was actually not starting there. But she has this cool ability. She could have moved there anyway and shot at that guy, so I just want to bring that up. That's the only real correction from the last turn. Now, we are still battling this high troll, but he is about done. You can see he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 22 of his 24 health. And so we're 2 points away from putting him down, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and get rid of him. He's going to drop this level 3 potion while we're at it too. And we're going to get started. The first character is going to be Whisper. She's going to start off this round for us, and she's already in the space with the high troll, so she's going to get to do her attacks and see if we can put this thing down. I hope we can. We've got to do it quickly. All right, let's get started, guys. Put down this high troll. We got one more room, maybe two, depending on how lucky we are, to go into before we can head to the exit and get out of the dungeon with the 2 artifacts that we need. One of these is one of the 2 artifacts. I don't know which one it is. We're going to try this door first, see if that helps us. Because if it is the artifact, we can get the heck out, and that would be awesome. But let's get started. We're going to have Whisper up, and we're going to take her turn now. Since the troll only has 2 health, let's get focused on him. She is first going to use her Mage's Charm, which says, once per activation, roll 1 yellow die and deal wounds equal to the number of swords to one enemy in range 0 through 2. He is in that range, so we're going to do that. We're going to see if we can just kill him outright before we even start our actions. And we did 1, so we didn't kill him outright, but he's only got 1 point left, so that's good. And then, okay, so she is going to have to use her first action to attack. Now, Whisper has got 2 swords, and let's recap Whisper real quick. She is not in shadows, but her special ability, one of her special abilities, is that she always attacks her first attack as if it's in shadow mode. So this first attack, she's going to get -1 for the defender because she's a shadow mode skill, and she's going to get another -1 for the ability that we took slippery. So and dual wield. So we got some ability to do damage. Now her weapons are going to do 1 red, 2 red, and 1 yellow. So 2 red and 1 yellow from her weapons. We're in pretty good shape there. Let's go roll our attack against this troll and see if we can get him. The troll has 1 green and 1 blue in defense. So we got our 2 red, 1 yellow, 1 green, 1 blue. The 2 defense dice for the troll and the 3 attack dice for Whisper. Let's see if she can put this guy down. Oh, she did. Look at that. Wow, that is crazy good. So remember, right now we're going to take 1 defense away. So he's only got 2 at this point because of her special ability. Her attacks are going to stun him anyway because she got all these BAMs, but we're not going to worry about that. We're going to use the BAM from her dual wield here. That's going to make that 3 points of damage. That's already 1 point. It's already dead. And so the rest of it's just massive overkill. So she took down the troll. And as a result of that, she picked up this healing potion that is in her inventory. She's probably going to pass that off to Mila because Mila is hurt. But Mila has her own healing potion, so I'm not too worked up about it. But that was her very first action. So she's still got 2 actions to go. And I think we're going to make this easy. She's going to take a move action. She's going to move here. She's going to pop open this door. But first, let's make sure we give out our experience. A wandering monster, like the high troll, is going to give out experience in the area of 5 for each hero. That is really good. So it's 5 micro experience for each one of the heroes. Let's take a look at Whisper. So Whisper is going to get, she's already at 2, so she's going to go 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So she's going to go back to 2, go up 2, 2 there, and that's going to be her. Now Sarah's already at 2. She was at 0, so she's just going to wrap right back around to 0. And go to 3 full experience points. Sybil is going to wrap around to 1 and go to 3 experience points. Mila is going to wrap back around to 3 and be at 4 experience points. She's almost at a point where she can gain another ability. I'm not sure if she's going to get to do that, but we will see. Anyway, that is the experience. Let's go back and finish Whisper's turn. She's going to kick open that door with the second part of her move action. And then we're going to get to see what So she kicked open the door. Now we're going to get a door card and see what is in the room. Now remember, this is going to be level 3 stuff, so it's going to get a little tougher. What do we get? Ambush. Oh, this is not good. Okay, spawn a guard card into the active hero's zone. So they're going to spawn on top of our character. There's no enemy in the second part of the room, and so there's no enemies in the room itself. I'm just going to throw doors all over the place. No enemies in the room itself, but we do have a special treasure, a better treasure in the first room. Trying to find one of those chests. There's one. It's going to be here, meaning that that is a level 4 item in that treasure, and then we got 2 regular treasures in here, along with what hopefully is the artifact that we need to get. Now we're going to get a guard card. We're going to spawn it on top of our character. Let's see what we get. Orc flares. That's probably not very good for us. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to get the orc flares out and be right back. Okay, here are the orc flares surrounding our character. Now we're also going to draw a level 3 item. They get a dagger of sure strike, which they are going to be able to use. So that's going to give them 3 yellow die, because you can only have 3 and 1 red die per attack, and they have 3 hits each. Man, they are tough. Wow. Okay, well, whew, Whisper, she better get on her guard. So that was her second action. For her third action, she is slippery. Does she fight or does she move? She's healthy. She's got some good items. I think she already used her Mage's Charm for this round. She's got 2 healing potions, so she is okay there. She's got level 2 and level 3. She takes some damage. I think she's going to start fighting, because we got to kill these things quickly. But is she the one I want to get the next level on? Because if she runs in there, she will get enough experience. Well, she won't, actually. That would be Mila. That's probably who we want to do that with. Get her next ability. But let's start fighting these orc flayers then, okay? So we're going to... Their defense is actually 2 blue dice right now. That's the orc flayers' defense. They got 2 blue dice. And of course, you recall, she is going to have 2 red and yellow, so she can do some serious damage, but they do have 3 hit points each. Let's go to the dice tower and see what we can do. Alright, here she is in the middle of the crowd. She's going to see what she can do in damage. Oh, man, that's great. So, the orcs got 1 defense, which they will not lose, because this is not the first attack of the round, and she is not in shadows. So they got 1 defense, but she got 1, 2, 3, 4, and she's going to stun the mob. That's what she can do with her BAM. Stun the enemies. So she's stunning the mob. They are going to be knocked over. And she is also going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage. So she's going to kill 1 of the orc flayers. Only 1 of them, because they got 3 points each. Damage another one, so I'm putting that on their card. And she will stun them. So they are currently stunned until their next activation. I'm not going to lay them all down, because for their retaliation, they're just going to stand up. So that was great. That was a great way for her to end her turn. So she knocked them down. She blasted these guys with her ice sword, froze them up. They fell down and got back up. I couldn't attack her again. And then we're going to go to Sybil, who is a space away and can be able to attack the heck out of these guys. Sybil really wants to get her hands on the flaming bow that Mila picked up, but she doesn't have that yet. So she still has her level 2 flaming bow that she's going to fire into that crowd. It's going to do 1 yellow, 1 red die, but she does get quite a few abilities. She is in shadows, so if she gets a BAM, she's going to get +2 damage there. She can also, she got her eagle eye ability, she can reroll misses, and she's got her safe shot ability, which isn't going to help her right now. So we're just going to start doing her attack. She's going to sit there and pepper these orcs as best she can. Okay, so what do we got? Well, we know that the orcs have 2 blue dice for defense, so that's that, and then she gets a red and a yellow, and if she gets a BAM, she's going to do a lot more damage, so let's hope she does that. Plus the firebow itself has some additional bonuses for BAMs and diamonds. Let's see what she can get. Well, that was really awful. That was a terrible first attack. They actually deflected it. Now she does get a reroll. It says her eagle eye ability may reroll the results of reroll a blank result 1 additional time, so this is her blank result reroll. It stayed a blank result. We cannot reroll it twice, so that was just an awful start for her. Okay, that was her first activation. So for her second activation, just as bad. She gets to reroll the yellow one. I cannot believe we're having such bad luck. So she actually, okay, did 1 more point to the orc. She's got 1 of them down, wounded to 2, but they take 3. And then for her last action, be nice if she, oh, there we go. Okay, 1 defense. She got 1, 2, 3. That's enough to kill one of them. And then she also got 2 more. And we already got a guy with 2 more. So that's going to kill another one. And leave 1 point left open on the last remaining orc that's in that space. So she did end up in that last round killing 2. Now, why does she get to kill 2? This is the swords showing are worth 3 minus 1. That's 2. Actually, they don't have any damage on them. No damage on them. But she did kill 2 of them. Why? Okay, so let's take this away. Then we got 3 hits there, plus her BAM, due to her shadow mode ability, gives her +2. And technically, if she had 2 BAMs, she could have done more, but she didn't. So she killed 2 of the orc warriors. They are gone, the orc flayers. That's pretty good. So good job on her. Now, they would normally retaliate, but again, because she's in archery and they're engaged with a character already, they cannot retaliate against her, so they're not going to. And that's going to end her turn. That was pretty good. It looks like we're going to wipe these guys out fast. One of the things I noticed about this game, even though I'm playing with the lower experience, once you start getting some gear, you really start to wipe these guys out, especially the minions. And these are pretty tough guys. When we're taking them down, there's only 2 of them left, and they haven't hurt us yet at all. So that's pretty good. Now, Mila is kind of hurt from the fight with the troll, but she's still doing okay. She's got healing potions and everything. Anyway, let's go on. We're going to move on to Sarah now. She's going to get her turn. Okay, here is Sarah. She's going to do a bunch of things this turn. So now, you know, haven't been using her command ability because she's been fighting a heck of a lot, but she can actually create a scenario where someone else gets another action. So command, I just tell you what it does. I probably should be using it, but I haven't been. I do think it requires her to take an action, though. So it hasn't been... once per activation, the hero can spend an action to allow another hero to immediately perform a free action of his own choice. So I haven't had much of an opportunity to use that, but it is there. And then she's going to not get her shadow mode ability, which is the ally piece, but she is going to drag Mila into the space with her, and then she's going to attack. Now, remember, she's got the noble defense. That means she's on a BAM on defense. She's going to block a hit and get a heal, so that's pretty good. She's using her king's gear, which means that she is going to attack with 1 yellow die plus 1 per item, so 3 total yellow dice. And then if she gets a BAM, for every BAM, if she gets a BAM, she's going to reduce the enemy's defense by 3. So a lot of potential here. We're going to do some attacks and see what she can accomplish. Okay, so the king's gear, so her king's mace gives her only 1 die, but because she's got all 3 king's items, she gets 3 dice. And again, the king's crown reduces, it says, if she gets a BAM on the attack, defender -1 defense per equipped card, so it's going to be a total of 3. That's pretty good. So let's roll that, and remember the orcs are they're going to get 2 defense dice. Let's see what we get here. Well, not good. So they block that attack. It seems like our first attack is always blocking. And they said if their attack does not wound the target, re-roll all the dice. Okay, that's on their attack. They haven't been able to attack yet. I was reading what the orc flayers do. If they don't wound, they get to re-roll. So that's okay. We're going to kill them first, hopefully. This is Sarah's second attack. Now, oh, by the way, this is Sarah right here. I didn't move her. She had to move, got an attack. She was going to take Mila with her. So she's only got 1 more attack before her round is done. They're going to get to retaliate against her for sure. But she did get 2 more points on him. Didn't kill one of them, but it did get 2 points. Okay, so there's 2 more points of damage. And if she had just gotten a BAM, it would have been all over, but that's okay. She didn't do it. So she did wound him, didn't kill him, so they're going to get to retaliate. Now, on their retaliation, they're going to get 3 yellow dice, because that's the maximum they can get. They would normally have 4, because they have this Sure Strike Dagger, which is 2 yellow dice, and their base attack is 2 yellow and 1 red. So they're going to get 3 yellow dice and 1 red. Now, on the defense side, Sarah's getting 2 blue dice and 1 green die in defense because of her king's armor, and the hero gets +1 defense per other equipped king's armor item. Now, she can only do 3, so she's going to do all 3 blue dice and a green dice against 3 yellow dice and a red die. Could be good, could be bad. We'll see. They're likely to do a wound, but okay, so she blocked 3. There are no BAMs on these. She blocked 3 of them. Here's her 3. Well, let's get those out. She blocked 3 hits there, and they did 4. So she did take a wound, on that hit. But she didn't get any BAMs, so she just takes that wound. She is now down actually to 2 hits. That's pretty bad. But that is their retaliation attack, and that is the end of their round. So we still have Mila to go. That's pretty good. So Mila is already in there with her because Sarah dragged Mila in along with her special ability, Follow Me. So now we're going to move on to Mila, and she's going to get her attacks on the Orc Flayers, and we're going to see what we can do with that. Hopefully we put them down. So here's Mila. She's got some really neat abilities going on. She actually didn't need to be dragged in. She's got the charge ability, but that's okay. But what she is going to do right now is going to take this lesser healing potion and consume it to go up to 4 points. She doesn't want to take a chance in case her axe doesn't trigger to not heal some of that damage, because the orcs have the potential to do a lot of damage to her. Now we're going to go on to her attack. Remember, she's got 1 red, 1 yellow from her her special Axe of Renewal, and if she rolls BAMs and it hits, she gets to heal. She's not in shadows, so it's just going to be straight up dice against their defense, which again is going to be 2 blue dice. Okay, let's see if she can do something. Okay, first of 3 hits. Okay, she got 1 more. That killed the minion because it already had 2 points of damage, so it is dead. And then she's going to have to try and knock off the boss now. Let's see if she can do that. So that was her first attack. On her second attack, she gets, well, they got 4 defense there. They don't get anything for the BAMs. She got 1, 2, 3 hits, did not wound them, but on her axe, on her BAM, the hero heals 1 wound with the axe. So she's back up to 5 hits out of her 6. That's pretty good. And but she didn't kill it. So she's going to hit it again for her third and final attack. Hopefully it doesn't get to retaliate. Let's see what we get here. And she's got 1 more thing she can do with her leg swipe. I'm going to save it to the end, though. Okay, this was pretty good. There's 2, it wasn't that good, actually. 2 defense against her 2 shields. She does not have any ability to reroll, but she does go all the way up to 6 because 6 is her maximum health right now. So she is very healthy. She survived that. And then for her final thing that she's going to do, she's going to use her leg swipe, which means she rolls 1 red die. If she rolls a BAM, she wounds it. If she rolls a diamond, she wounds it and stuns it. Let's see if she can do that. A diamond! That is awesome. The boss is stunned and takes a damage. That is fantastic because now all the boss can do is get up. So she knocked the guy down with the leg sweep, and all he could do is stand back up. He could not retaliate. However, it is going to be the enemy's phase, so he is going to retaliate, and it is going to be against Mila because she's the one. Yes, she is the one with the most experience currently. She's got 4 experience. Everybody else has 3 or less of the big experience. So it is going to attack her first. That is the priority. Okay, so let's go to the enemy phase. Orc Chief is going to attack with 3 yellow dice. Pretty hefty. And 1 red die against Mila's 1 blue and 1 green from her chainmail armor. Now, BAMs do give her an extra defense, and she can actually get that twice. So she's got a good chance of deflecting a lot of the damage. But let's see how she does. Hopefully it doesn't knock her down big time. Well, she... oh, gosh, really? Okay, so the BAMs don't do any good, but they did do 3, 4, 5, 6 points. That would kill her, but she did get 1 defense, which puts her down to 1 health. Man, she just takes the hits. She didn't get any or any BAMs on her defense roll, so... and she has no rerolls, so she just took all those hits, man. If it wasn't for that 1 shield, she'd be done. Wow. Okay, well, that was the Orc's retaliatory attack. That was his turn. He got to do his thing. Now we're going to go on to our event phase. Man, I was seriously hoping we'd put him down this turn. That is not good. What do we get here? Shadow Inspiration. Choose a hero and immediately perform 1 action. Okay, well, okay, we're going to choose Whisper, who's going to perform the action of attacking the Orc leader because she's got the ability to do the most damage. That is awesome. It doesn't say in shadows, it just says immediately. Choose a hero to immediately perform an action, so she doesn't have to be in shadows, and she's not. But she is going to get to attack. Now, she's going to have 2 red dice and a yellow die to attack the Orc with, and he's going to have 2 blue dice in defense. So here that is. It's a free action. And let's see, did she pull it off? Well, he got 3 defense. She got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she did 2 points of damage to the Orc. Let's see, does she get anything? She did not get a BAM on her attack. She didn't get anything, but it's okay. She still managed to pull it off. She did enough damage, 3, 4, 5 versus his 3. That's 2 more points of damage. He had 1 point of damage on him. She took the orc leader out. He is gone, and the orc boss gives them 3 experience points. So that puts her up to 5, which means she now has 3 full experience. That puts Sarah up to 3.3, Sybil up to 3.4, and Mila is going to go from let's see, 3.1 and has now, or 5.1 rather. She's at 5.1 experience. Fantastic. That means she can actually level up next turn because we already passed the experience phase, so she can't do it now. And then we go to our end phase where we're going to pass the first player token over to Sybil. All right, let's get on to our next round. Oh, by the way, she did drop this in the space. Since Whisper did the attack, she picked it up. That's a level 3 item that I don't know if she's going to use or not. I'm thinking about it. I think the 2 red dice from the 2 swords are better than this, even though this may reroll blanks. Still think she's got a better deal with that so far. And that was our first level 3 guard put down as well. Pretty awesome. All right, let's move on to the next turn and start with Sybil. Here's what Sybil's going to do. She's going to do a move action to here, pick up this level 4 treasure. Why is that a level? That was a special level 4 treasure. So then what's she going to get? She got a level 4 longsword. That is fantastic because she's going to, well, that's, how much better is it than, well, it's the level 3 is only a little bit better. It's a green extra defense die instead of blue for Whisper. You know, I've been missing one of her, I've been only rolling 2 defense. She should be rolling 3. This will be 2 and a green. That's even better. So she picks that up and then she moves. She's going to move back to here 1. That's for her second action, and for her third action, she's going to trade with Whisper. So what does she want from, no, sorry, with Mila. So what does she want with Mila? She wants this fire bow. She's going to take the fire bow and put the other one in back in her hand. So she's now got the level 3 fire bow in tow, and she'll just give the other fire bow to Mila to trade up with or something. And that's going to be her turn. So no monsters on the board, so we're good there. Next, we're going to move on to Mila. Mila is at 1 hit point, so she is first going to consume her other potion. She's got, I thought she had another potion. I thought she had 2. Oh, I guess she consumed them. Wow, she needs some healing. Badly. Well, we're going to fix some of that because she is going to move. She's going to go here for her first move action. For her second move action, she's going to pick the tokens up. Oh, we got it. We got the second. And Mila has both of them, so we got to keep Mila alive. She's got both the artifacts. That was an artifact. That is awesome. Actually, she doesn't have both the artifacts. Whisper and Mila have the artifacts. She also gets these 2 level 3 treasures. I'm kind of hoping one of them is a healing potion. Level 3 caliber. Let's see. No. But what did she get? She got a level 3 greatsword, which is 3... I don't know if that's better than her axe or not now. 3 yellow dice, or she's got a level 3 plague sword, which is 2 yellow dice, but on a BAM it automatically does a wound. This one does +2 damage, +2 swords, and can be done twice with that. So we'll see what she's going to do there. I don't know that she's going to keep either of those at this point. She might trade, no, she could trade one of these off to Whisper, but her ice sword really does a great job for her. But if she gets this plague sword, it's one-handed, she could do wounds on top of all the damage she's doing. It's pretty good. The thing is, the ice sword does 1 red damage and stuns. So I'm not sure she wants to do that yet. She's going to hold on to it for the moment, and then we're going to go to Whisper. Whisper is going to trade with Sybil because she wants... I'm sorry, with Sybil. I'm thinking that's the way it's going to be, so that she can get a hold of this dagger of sure strike. I don't think that's going to work for her. She wanted the longsword. Yeah, I think she wants the longsword from her, right? Yeah, so she's going to trade with, Whisper's going to trade with Sybil and take the longsword that she picked up, the level 4 longsword. She can't use it yet, but she's going to pick it up because she'll swap it out when it's useful. And she's going to then take a... It's actually Sybil that has all of the Oh, no, I take it back. I had mixed that up, guys. I'm sorry. I mixed up their stuff. No, I didn't. No, yep. It was, yeah, I did. I mixed up their stuff, guys. Sorry. It is actually, yeah, okay. Mila does have healing potions, and she is going to take one for sure. She's got this level 2 and level 4. I think she's going to take the level 4 healing, or level 3 healing potion. Full heal. So she's going to burn that and go all the way back up to 5, or 6 rather. And I think she was the one that traded, she's going to trade with Whisper to give her the Plague Sword as well. Whisper's first action is going to be to trade that. Now she's got a level 4 longsword and the Plague Sword, so we'll see how that goes. Got a lot of stuff going on here. And then, yeah, Mila's got a bunch of stuff. Okay, that's where we're at. I just want to make sure I had everything worked out okay. And we do now. Alright, boom. Okay, next up, that was, Mila she went 1-2, picked it up. She's going to go 1-2 back. And then the last one we have is, we have Whisper to go next. And I think Whisper is going to go 1-2 and pop. She doesn't need to pop open this door. She's going to move to, we're leaving this room alone. There's no reason to open this room because we don't need the item that's in there any longer. It is worth 5 experience points, but that's okay. I think we're just going to mosey on and see what we can do. So that is the end of the round, actually, which means we're going to move to the enemy phase. There are no enemies, and then we're going to move to the event phase. Okay, let's see what our event is. Boosh! Rear patrol. Spawn a guard card. Place the enemy in the zone with the token of the current level -1. So it's going to be back at the 2 right here, and that means that our awesome roguish character got a little too far ahead of herself because she's way up here and they're appearing back there. Let's see what we get. Goblin archers. Oh, that's wonderful. We'll get some goblin archers out, see how they do for us. Level 3 goblin archers with a level 3 potion of healing. Good, they don't actually get to use that. And I do have them already out for putting out on the board, so they're going to appear here. 1, 2. Oh, there's ×2 of them, so there's going to be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, let's keep going. I need their leader first. Here's their leader, and then I need 4 more of them in this space. Hold on. Holy bejeebus. There's 8 goblin archers there and their leader, so for a total of 9. Here's the leader. He's in the back cowering because he's a chicken. And then the heroes are going to have to fight them next turn. Now, I skipped the experience phase because I did want Mila to gain, I think I want her to gain a ability. She's got 5 points to spend. Let's see what she's got. So a lot of her abilities are pretty heavy. We could do the sustained damage, but she has to have no armor equipped, and I don't like that idea at all. So maybe we could wait and do a 10.1 or get this two-handed, which is melee +1 reroll attack. Why don't we do that? She's going to take that, two-handed weapons, so she gets a reroll on her melee attack if she so chooses to fight with, and that's pretty good. And then we'll see what else she does next. But that's going to be the experience phase. We already did the event phase, so that on the end phase, the only thing that's going to happen is the first player marker is going to move to Sarah, and we're going to end the round. And that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. I'm taking 2 turns per episode, and we just did 2 turns. So, guys, I hope you liked it. Thanks so much for watching. We're trudging through there. We're almost at the end of this. I think a couple more battles, and we'll be there. We're heading into level 4 of this dungeon. This is the first major scenario in the game, and we're already doing pretty well. We got some pretty good items. They're kicking butt and taking names and destroying enemies in the way they do in Massive Darkness. So, see you next time, guys. Appreciate it, and I'll talk to you soon.